Good evening. I'm Stephanie,
I'm Mo.
and this is our intro. So, what we're going to do is to do like different series or different videos or different things that we feel affect us and affect society. Both of us have two different platforms, though. Mine is more of a variety platform. So, I will range from anything from cooking because I am a cook and baking, little things, nothing too, strong, long, or anything like that. And Mo here, her platform is pretty much music and entertainment in the city of Cleveland. Mo, can
Mhm.
you tell them more about your platform?
Pretty much my platform is going to be basically me introducing a bunch of different artists, local artists, and that are coming out pretty much in the city of Cleveland that I feel and that a lot of different people feel that aren't getting a lot of publicity in the neighborhood, pretty much a one-on-one with a lot of different artists, pretty see much what their heart is, where their head is at, so that way you can get more of a different perspective of them, pretty much I could say, because I know a lot of different people and even me myself that I overlook a lot of artists on based on appearances and looks, and really don't listen to their music. So I feel like that's a lot that has to do with not knowing the artist, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing different stories, not knowing their history, not knowing their background, what makes them who they are, pretty much. So I want to get deep with that. I want to start, pretty much just getting everybody out here, because it's a lot of different things that are going on, with this music, and people are telling their stories, and pretty much they're getting overlooked, and I don't like it, So trying to help them out, and help my city out pretty much because we're slept on, and we're overlooked on things that's on the internet, and my city is full of different bright individuals, that I run into every day, and I'm just pretty much trying to get them out here, and expose them to something different, and show them that everybody is not bad, everybody's not out to get them, pretty much stack their platform basically, you know what I'm saying? Give them something to add to their portfolios going on, positive that they can look back on, you know?
Okay. I can dig that. I love music. I love entertainment. So
Me
that
too.
works out perfectly. But what she didn't mention to tell you is that she's a foodie. So at
Yeah.
times you will see her probably sampling a restaurant, a local business,
Yeah.
and giving you reviews on it.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad or in the middle. But at the end of the day, it'll be up to you. But she's giving you, her point of view.
Hmm.
Now, it sometimes you'll see us co-hosting together, and then a lot of times you'll be seeing us host our own shows at times because we're solely working on that particular thing, at that time.
Hmm.
Now, don't get us wrong, we ain't trying to leave nobody out, but Cleveland is our city, so that's the first city that we're going to be working on and talking about and exposing. We want to
Yeah.
expose the good things of the city. Right now, Cleveland is on the map for pretty much being horrible. Like, just pretty much being horrible. Like, with all the violence and the negativity and the hating in the city, that's what's portrayed. And we're trying to show a bigger, brighter picture of what Cleveland really has to offer that's positive.
Hmm.
Um, Also, with our little interviews or have you, we'll be trying to get councilmen's in here. We'll be trying to get teachers. We're trying to just get a little bit of everything, a variety of everything, so everybody can get a feel of everything. And we want you all to chime in. We embrace the questions. So in a sense, it's possible that we may be doing two parts to
Yeah.
these videos, just so that we can come back and piggyback off the questions and the comments and stuff that was left the last time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So every opinion counts.
Hmm.
Everybody has an opinion, but all that we ask, be respectful for what you say and what you and how you come at us,
Hmm.
because we're not the only ones that's seeing this. We're not the only ones that's reading this. This is going to be worldwide. Everybody's going to be looking at this, so we just ask for the respect, you know what I'm saying, because we're not disrespecting anybody. We're just opening eyes. Each Each session, we will introduce and promote a local business, just to get them some exposure out here as well. Um, so with no further ado, we're gonna start off and give us a break, y'all, because this is our first one. So give us a break, but we got a juicy one. Now, this is for our LGBT community.
Chime in on the
Right.
comments. You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? Definitely
Definitely.
chime in. Because I'm a debater. I'm gonna just let y'all know.
She
up top.
is.
I'm a debater and I don't sugarcoat anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm that friend, you know, that you call and you want to straighten uncut. Like, I'm not gonna leave nothing out. You know, I'm gonna tell you straight off my dome how I feel. You know, a lot of people hate me for it, but that's just me. Like, I talk to everybody the same way. I try to be respectful, but I'm extremely raw and uncut with how I feel because I love hard and I wear my heart on my sleeve and I let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm big little sister to a lot of my friends. You know what I'm saying? And they love me for it. It's like either you respect me, you love me. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't. You feel me? I'm gonna continue to be me, but I'm definitely a debater. I'm definitely all about, you know what I'm saying, keeping things going and asking more questions. So comment, chime in.
And don't get it wrong, we're not sitting here pretending that we know everything because we don't. Because at the end of the day, we're learning and growing with you guys. Like, so when we introduce people or introduce programs and whatever we introduce and comment on or interview, we're learning too. You know what I'm saying? So don't think otherwise. And we're passionate about what we're about to do. About this. This is like a movement for us and we're passionate about it. So we're gonna make it work. We just ask that you support us and help us make it work. So, with no further ado, let's get on with our first topic for tonight.
Viewer, chime in. Who we got viewing? I see we got one viewer. Chime in. Let us know who you are.
Right.
You know, chime in.
We talk back.
Don't be scared. We talk back. You know.
So, first things first, LGBT community is one more letter I'm forgetting. Do not kill me for that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
a couple more
we keep it keeps changing, so it's hard for me to keep up. Y'all, I'm old. I can't keep up with all this stuff. But I just want to say that we love everybody. But again, this is for the LGBT community. So with that being said, labeling in the LGBT community, there's a lot of labeling. It don't matter what it is or what have you. It's a lot of labeling.
Definitely.
And the one that we want to touch on is the labeling of the dominant female and her role and the labels. So the 3 labels that I'm familiar with, and if y'all know some more, chime in because we could talk about them too and find out where it came from and why. So the 3 that we got is the number 1, the stud. Then we got dykes, which sounds so nasty. And then we got butch, which sounds so manly. So I don't know, because I'm neither. I'm an aggressive femme, but I'm a STEM. Cause that's how I have to label myself because of how the labeling is, because I'm versatile. You can see me in some sneakers and some sweats and a cute tank top. And then another day you can see me in some heels, a dress, and my hair rocking. So, and my face beat. So I'm versatile. I don't like the labeling. But my question is, like, what's the difference? Like, what's the difference between the dyke and the butch and the studs? Like, they're all females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from my knowledge and for what I've witnessed and been told, a stud is a female that still knows she's a female and she just dresses how she feels. She's comfortable. A dyke, I was told, is pretty much a stud that likes going after straight females and turning them gay or whatever. I don't know how you turn somebody gay, but that's what I've heard. Now, I stand to get corrected. I don't mind being corrected. So if somebody wants to correct me, please correct me. help me out, help me learn. And then you have your butch. So I'm torn between the butch and the dyke, because apparently the butch and the dyke, they walk around with a strap on them.
Mm.
Where I think a butch, they take their breasts down or whatever, that they actually want to be men. So we want y'all to chime in and help us out and help us understand, because it's too much labeling. Um so Mo, what is your theory? Like, I have some questions. I do have some questions.
Mm.
So if you guys have answers or what have you, go ahead, DM or comment or something. Let us know that you're listening and that you have your own view or point of view on it.
Mm.
So Mo, I'm gonna come to you. Like,
Okay.
are you able to break down studs, dykes, and butch?
To me, not really, because I don't know, it's all different to me. I mean, when I was growing up, it was pretty much like, well, you were either pretty much what they said, gay or straight. Like, it was either you were a boy that liked the boys, or you were a girl that liked the girls, and then it was the bisexual, you like both,
Right.
So I'm confused on a lot to what's going on now with the different labeling and everything like that. I'm kind of confused, because to me, I'm gonna pretty much give you me. I know I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I embrace that.
Mhm.
I embrace my hygiene. I embrace being myself. I don't walk around taping myself up. I don't walk around with a strap or anything like that. The clothes I wear them because I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Like, women's clothing and men's clothing are made two different type of ways. So it's like girls V-necks, or I should say women's V-necks, are different than men's V-necks. They're more tight. They have different, what I'm saying, materials. They're kind of the same material, but it's different
FYI, she the
fabrics.
fashion guru too.
It's different fabrics, but pretty much it's like, it's really no different, but it's comfortable for me. The jeans, they're not as tight, they're a little bit loose. I like sneakers, hats, beanies, I like different things, that just happen to be masculine. You know what I'm saying? And I love women on top of that, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, that's all. Like, I'm not what they say, like, super aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a softie for real, but you have to get to know me. So when people say super aggressive, or think they're manly, I want to know what you mean by that, because I'm confident, you know what I'm saying, in the person that I am. I'm confident in, the way that I look. I never had any problems with men, because to me, in my mind, and I feel like this doesn't make me less lesbian for me saying this. I feel like I could get men or women, like, because I'm not ugly, and that's just my opinion. Another person would say, I'm ugly or whatever, but that's just your opinion. To me, in the way I was taught, in the way I was raised, is, you love yourself. You have to have self-love before you can go about loving anybody else. So
That's true.
I was, raised on that, and I was big on that. So it's like, I love, and I love hard. I have no problem with saying, hey, this guy is cute. Hey, he looks good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that makes me less of a, a lesbian, because I could judge. You know what I'm saying? That's just me judging.
Right.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, I should say.
That's true.
So with the labeling and the butch and the dyke words, I just be, baffled. Like, even stud, to me, like, I'll be like, sometimes it's like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand. Like, love should have no labels. It should have no gender, no sex. Like, it's
Love is
love.
love.
Like, I feel like it is what it is.
Okay, so I can dig that. I definitely did that, Mo. So I got a question. Like, so with you being a stud or labeling yourself as a stud,
Mhm.
would you say, like, have you ever had any instances or interactions with people trying to, I don't want to mess up the word, differentiate
Mhm.
whether you're a stud, dyke, or butch? Like, have you ever had somebody just,
Yeah,
okay, so
yeah.
can you give us an instance when that happened, and how did
Um,
you handle it? Like, what did you do
I
or
mean,
say?
because for instance, like I've met a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying, that are like, I don't talk to studs, you know what I'm saying, because they're too aggressive or they're too manly or they're too boyish, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm like, what do you mean, like, by that? Like, because at the end of the day, like I said, I know what I am. I know I'm a woman. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I embrace that. I embrace my body parts. You know what I'm saying? Um, so pretty much what I'm saying is I don't understand, when loving a woman is loving a woman, but sometimes I'm gonna be, I'm gonna put it out there, I'm very hypocritical with
Mm-hmm.
certain things, like, like stud on stud relationships. Like, I'm very hypocritical to certain things, but don't get me wrong, like I said, love is love. But some things are different, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, chime in, you know what I'm saying? Give me feedback, let me know how you guys feel on
Right.
this topic, because
It's
I'm
serious.
confused, like I wasn't grew up, I wasn't raised like that, you know what I'm saying? But some people, wasn't raised with being accepted, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I was fortunate enough to, grew up in a household that accepted me, you know what I'm saying? And told me pretty much to embrace myself, you know what I'm saying, and what it was that I wanted to do, because love was love, and love has no labels, pretty much. Like, it's basically the same thing as having kids.
Right.
I have a daughter of my own, and I love her. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with being sexual. You know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. It's a feeling. It's something that you embrace. You know what I'm saying? It's there.
Right.
You can have love for any and everybody.
And not,
Period.
and to piggyback off what you said, how like a lot of family, and we're going off subject a little bit, y'all, but
Yeah, we
it's
are.
still in the LGBT realm, so
Mhm.
bear with us. But to piggyback off of what you said, as far as you were accepted, you was told to embrace who you were.
Mhm.
I, on the other hand, I was not.
Yeah.
I knew for a long time, but to please my family, I dated guys. I wasn't happy. I'm not gonna say I was always happy or whatever. It was a different type of happy. Like, I wasn't fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't completely whole or happy with the guy.
Mhm.
But I did it to please my family, and to, because my family is from the country. So you know how country people are. It's strictly by the Bible. Man for woman, ain't no such thing as woman, woman, man, man. No, 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 no. But at the end of the, and always preach, God didn't create Eve and Alexandria. Yes, I changed the name. But at the end of the day, God created love. He created us.
Mhm.
Um, and like, for a long time I struggled with that. It even came to a point, I'm being transparent, that my mother, when I came out to my mother, I think I was in my early 20s. She pretty much put me out. She didn't want to have nothing to do with me, and she told me, she put me out her house that day when I wasn't living with her. She put me out because I came to visit her, and she told me she hated me and she didn't want to talk to me no more, because she felt that God wouldn't do nothing like that, and God wouldn't let nothing like that happen, and that I was going to hell. I was going to bust hell wide open, according to my mama.
Mhm.
But I had to do what made me happy. I wasn't happy, so I had to do what I felt made me happy, and being with a woman makes me happy. It doesn't even have to always be sexual with them. It's the connection, like, it's the vibe. Now, no, I can't get that from all women. You know what I'm saying? But it's for me personally, I only got that vibe that made me feel comfortable, secure, and happy with the woman. I never really got it with a man.
Mhm.
So I have people being hypocrite at me, like saying, "Oh, well, you got 2 kids." Yes, I do. My first child, I had her to fulfill me. For me, I had my baby for me. I actually had both of my kids for me. Um, that's it. That's all. And not to be funny, it was a wham bam one time thing, and I got pregnant instantly. Just to let you know, I didn't have to keep doing it. But anyhow, um, I'm all for like love is love, like period. No matter how you look at it, love is love. But we gonna try to jump back on this late one real quick because now my question,
what's up, viewers?
now my question is going towards guys, and this is going to be kind of touchy with guys because what I don't understand, Mo, is like if you tell a guy like, no, I got a girlfriend, or no, I'm not interested in men, or something like that, they get defensive, so to speak, and they get extra macho, and they hit you with the all you need is a little, you know what, or whatever, and you will be okay. Penis is not the fix to everything in life.
What I want to know is, they always say you need a little penetration. What's really, you know what I'm saying? And this, I'm not even going to say, this is just for guys. And you know, like I said, I'm kind of hypocritical to certain situation. But what makes you think like that penetration is the only thing that fulfills a woman? You know what I'm saying? Because I hear that a lot from a lot of different guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even just like I said, coming to me, you know, like, oh, you just need a little penetration. You never been penetrated. Like, what makes you think penetration, you know what I'm saying, is the main thing, you know, that can get in a woman's mind? You know, like, why do you think penetration is going to be the main thing that's going to make a woman like, oh yeah, like I can't leave this guy alone, you know, like I can't stop talking to him, like he's everything, you know? In some situations that happens, you know, but it's not the case. That's very slim. You know, if the you know, relationship is genuine and actually loyal, you know, penetration is not, you know, everything. You know, it's more of a mind connection than anything. Because if you're not connected at the mind, you're not going to be able to connect on anything else.
No.
You know, and that's, like I said, just my opinion. But I feel like that's with everything. Like, if you're not connected, you know what I'm saying, and different tastes, you know, that your partner has, or different interests that your partner has, you're not going to be able to even satisfy them. You know what I'm saying? And that has absolutely nothing to do with sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more to it than just, oh yeah, I just need to, you know what I'm saying, make her feel good for a second, because sex is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a feeling. It's only going to wipe away just a little bit.
It's not to be funny. What y'all gonna do when he can't get it up and the blue pill don't work?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if y'all ain't connected on other levels, y'all ain't got nothing if he can't get it up.
Yeah, and that's only temporary.
And then it's younger people nowadays that can't get it up. They need the blue pill, and sometimes the blue pill don't help them. Then what y'all gonna do?
That honey around a lot.
You know what? Not to be funny,
around a lot.
I done had the honey. The honey ain't all that. It's not.
I don't know nothing about.
I done had the honey. The honey ain't all that. But to I use the word piggyback a lot. And when we co-host, you'll hear me. But to no, God, I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, to piggyback off of the penetration part. I was on the other side of the fence. Like I said, I got 2 kids. I dated guys to keep my family happy. The penetration, it happened, but I'm still laying there like, what's the purpose? Like, this is not really fulfilling anything for me. You haven't tapped into my mind or nothing like that. Like, this is pointless. Like, why am I doing this? I'm not happy. It's not fulfilling me. It's not pleasing me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, any of that. And that, like she said, like, is more than sex. Like, you got to be able to relate and vibe with a person mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then the physical going to automatically come in, because this is an 18 or older platform. If you can mind fuck me, you got me. And mind fucking ain't always talking about sex. Like, yeah, baby, I'm about to just fuck your whole world up. No.
Right.
Stimulate my sensories. My senses. Like get me going.
I feel like, you know, if we can have a a conversation about the Big Bang Theory. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, like, you know, like you're really not gonna intrigue my mental. You know, like I feel like you're not gonna have anything to keep me motivated. Not saying that you have to be smart or intelligent or anything like that to fulfill me neither, because I feel like I'm not one to judge, you know, but it's more to it, like the conversation, you know what I'm saying? The memories, like, what are you really here for? Do you have goals? Do you have different ambitions? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are you just lazy? Do you just want to sit around? Like, men sometimes have this big persona of, you know, I'm the man and I'm in charge. And sometimes ladies, like, I be feeling like you guys don't know how to stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be like, hey, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you taking care of yourself, you taking care of your household, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known. You know, like, don't just keep letting him, you know, put you down. Like, it ain't about that all the time. Like, sometimes you got to work together. And if you're not going to have a foundation, it's never going to work. It's more emotional, I feel like, for us females than it is for men. And that's something that they're never going to get, because I feel like a man is, you know, treated different from birth. And, you know, they're always having it pumped up in their head that they need to be a protector. They need to be a provider, even if that's to like their little sister or sibling, you know what I'm saying? They always have that in their mind, you know, like, oh, I got to be dominant. I got to be this protector. I got to be, you know what I'm saying? This person that everybody can run to, everybody can lean on. And it makes them, you know what I'm saying, super, you know, this is me. Like, I'm this, I'm Superman, I'm Batman, you know what I'm saying, type of persona, and they don't have to be like that. Like, sometimes I feel like they don't know, like, that they're really human, and it's okay to show emotion, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to, you know what I'm saying, cry a little bit. It's okay to lean on the shoulder. It's okay to be wrong, you know, like, and I feel like that's a big problem that these guys don't have. And like I said before, like, I'm not aggressive. Just because I dress like this, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable in these clothes. Like I said, women's clothing and men's clothing are made different. You know, just because I dress like this, that doesn't make me less of a woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like females, like strictly females. Like, I like nothing about a man. Like, but like I said, that doesn't validate it, and that doesn't give me not the right to judge one. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I passed by a lot of guys, a lot of different females. I'm very flirtatious. Like, I'll be like, hey, oh my God, like, you're sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a lot of problem with these females too. And that's why a lot of females, you know, be like, oh, they're a man. They're too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They're not comfortable with expressing themselves because they feel like, oh, if I'm lesbian, you know, I gotta strictly like girls. You know, I gotta strictly start, you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know, things like that. It's like, it's crazy to me because I'm like, what the hell? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, like, why does it have to be like that? Like, why do we have to talk like that? Like, I don't get it. Like, you know?
Well, I understand all of that. Sure. Like, it's I mean, it's just the way that society has us encaged. Like, we're pretty much encaged by society, and we're conditioned. I took psychology. We're conditioned to of who we should accept, what we should accept, what we shouldn't accept, what's not acceptable. When they like, we're pretty much almost stripped of our own individuality and our own thought process and how we feel. And we grow into that what's that saying, they're set in their ways because that's all they knew. And like, right now, that's all everybody knows. It's like all these damn labels. Like, we don't need all these labels. Like, it was a point of time where I said I was pansexual. When I told people I was pansexual, they was looking at me like I was crazy. And I had to, you know, I had to post it or give them the definition of what a pansexual is. And a pansexual is pretty much a bisexual. In so many words, a pansexual is a bisexual, but they added the fact that they will mess, or they love, or they care. They don't care what your gender is. Like, so I'm gonna say that I'm gender biased. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna love you regardless. I'm gonna love you regardless of who you are, or if you're a transsexual, if you're a transgender, if you're a femme, if you're a stud. I'm gonna love you regardless, friend or what. You know what I'm saying? And the way society has it, they're making the community, the LGBT community, label themselves so they can single them out.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's to single them out. And then if you really look at how things are going,
to make you
like
different.
they like certain laws or certain rules are going to only apply to this side, to this side, to this label, to this label. When at the end of the day, we're all human.
Mm-hmm.
And in this little world, we're all women, or we're all men who love men. Men who love men, or women who love women. Mm-hmm. Why can't it just be that? You either and then with the gay and lesbian, I get that. I kind of get that, because gay, they're saying like the gays are men and the lesbians are women. I kind of get that, but at the end of the day, you got heterosexual and homosexual.
Okay,
I don't even like that word homosexual.
I'll be pretty much confused because so this is what I get in my head. You know, when I kind of think about this, and like I said, you know, chime in. Like I said, we
want the feedback. Chime in, y'all.
Because like I said, everybody thinks different, and I know I'm not the only one.
Right.
I feel like certain people, you know, they have that thing like where they'll be like, you know, I grew up and I'm in the wrong body. You know, I want to be, you know, a guy. You know, I want to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. They change themselves to be that. That's what they want to be. Label them as that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that shouldn't make them, you know what I'm saying, have a specific label as a transgender. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another, you know what I'm saying?
Singling out. That's a way of singling them out.
Singling them out. But I feel like it's okay to a certain extent, because people are still not okay with being their self.
That's true.
Because I feel like if people that felt that way just
comfortable,
you know what I'm saying, just came out, I'm like, hey, when I grew up, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, that's not, you know what I'm saying, the body that I was supposed to be in. That's not who I felt like I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I changed myself as a woman. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody is entitled to an opinion. I feel like that's not fair to label, you know what I'm saying, somebody as a transgender. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, again, it's to a certain extent, because people still aren't comfortable even after all of that change, after all of that surgery, or you know what I'm saying, going on whatever you have to do to become that person you want to be. Like you're still not comfortable with letting it be known. You're still trying to psych people out. You're still catfishing people. You know what I'm saying? After all of that, embrace yourself. And I feel like it wouldn't be no labels. I feel like it wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, anything like that going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people will be okay with it. Because like I said, if you just be yourself and just let it be known, I feel like it wouldn't be no drama. But like I said, people are still scared within themselves to let it be known. You know, they're still hiding behind, you know what I'm saying, the pain and the lies and the, you know, nobody's gonna like you like that, and you know what I'm saying, their personal, you know what I'm saying, dilemmas and, you know what I'm saying, things that they have going on. So I don't know, it's different, you know, it's real different.
Come on, y'all, chime in. We love the interaction. That's the purpose of these series that we're gonna start doing. We want insight, and we want to give insight. And this is a very touchy subject, especially in this community. But we still have that question for the guys. Why do you feel, and why do you get in your feelings some type of way when a female says, no, I'm not interested because I have a girlfriend, or I don't like guys, I'm into women? You get offended. Oh, you need just a little dick in your life. What? No, I don't. And then they hit you with, well, you like penetration, you got babies. But guess what? I may do like penetration, but I like it from a woman. It's a big difference. A hell of a big difference. And the strap that the woman is using, guess what? It's not giving me no headache. I ain't getting pregnant. It's not giving me no diseases. It's not talking back. It's not being rude or disrespectful. Period. But I got one for you, Mo. What you think about touch me nots? Touch me nots. Now, for those that don't know what a touch me knot is, it's usually a stud that doesn't want to receive. She's only a giver. And it's similar to a pillow princess, which is a femme who only wants to receive. You ain't never heard of a pillow princess?
I've never heard of a pillow princess.
Yes, a pillow princess is a femme that just lays there and take it, and she won't give it back.
Wow.
What was it?
What was it, baby? I didn't know.
So
that.
with that being said, I don't like neither one of them. I don't like neither one of them because I want to get it back too. And then I want to give it. Like a lot of people, like for me, being transparent, and y'all will see I will have a lot of transparent moments. With me, giving pleasures me. Like once I make you, hit your I'm good. I can go to sleep because I done did what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get me, yes, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not a touch me not. But like I said, it's for your pleasure when I'm doing it. It's for my pleasure too, because shit, I can come off of that too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But Mo, I want to know what your view is since you just learned what a pillow princess is. What's your opinion on the touch me nots and the pillow princess?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if you're a lesbian and you like women, like you should let them touch you. Like I don't know, like what the fuck? Like I just like that defeats the purpose. Like, I don't know. That's fucking retarded. Like I said, like I mean, it is what it is. I'm hypocritical to a lot of shit. Like, but to me, I'm like, if I like girls, like why am I not gonna kiss one? Like if I like girls, why am I not gonna let her lick on me? Like why am I not gonna let her touch on me? Like what? Like I don't know. But like I said, I don't know. I feel like that's like what the fuck,
right? I agree. It's pointless. Like then why are we even engaging in anything? Like we can be friends, we can hang out, but everything else is a negative. What else? So the other question that I had was with society labeling us, like, do you feel that it affects how you produce, react, and interact in society?
No. I mean, because like I said, I love me. I know who I am. I'm going to embrace it to the fullest. Like, I don't care if I'm accepted or not. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, you feel me? Because I'm still going to live my life at the end of the day. I'm going to stand alone. I want to walk alone. You know what I'm saying? I want to protest with my brothers and sisters, or I'm either going to stand on my own on what I believe in. So I really don't care.
Has your sexuality or identity, gender, identity? No, what did we say? I don't know. Excuse me. I've been drinking. Okay, just bear with me. Like, has any of this affected how you when I say producing society, mean like work? Has it affected any type of jobs you went after or service you've received or anything?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could say that. I was working at this job one time, you know what I'm saying? I was a manager there, and pretty much I was going through a training. I had received this training at a different location because they were about to open up a new location, so I've received this training at a location for probably about 2 weeks, so I'm a quick learner, so I've picked up on, pretty much everything that it was, to do pretty much fast. You know,
Yeah.
probably about the third day, I had everything down pat.
Okay, you're a fast learner.
Yeah, and pretty much, you know, we went to the new location where we were going to open up to start training in there.
Mhm.
And it was one of the owners of the company. You know, he was there doing our training, you know what I'm saying, and everything. You know, if I had lunch with the guy, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one, personally, you know what I'm saying, we talked, conversated, everything. I thought everything was cool.
Right.
You know, I'm a very, you know what I'm saying, I'm a people person, but I'm not. Like, I'm very fun to be around, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the workplace, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty much an icebreaker. You know, when I'm at work, you know, I get the job done, but I like to have fun, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much people will kind of say I'm the life of the party when I'm there. You know, I have everybody laughing, I'm cracking jokes, you know, whatnot. So we're in the middle of our training, you know, he's going on with the session or whatever, you know, of the training that we're going through, and everything's pretty much the same until we get to this one in particular step, you know. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, hey, you know, I said to the person next to me, I'm like, you know, we don't do this at the other job. You know, it was just a little side comment, you know, like, you know, and like I said, I'm the life of the party, you know, everybody, you know, they probably thinking I'm about to crack a joke or something, you know what I'm saying? So they're chiming in, you know what I'm saying, or what I'm saying. And, you know, they're snapping on, you know, they're catching on too, like, yeah, Mo, you know, we haven't been, you know, doing this at the other location. You know what I'm saying? We haven't, you know, so that started a little rumble, a little chatter, you know what I'm saying, amongst the group. So me in the position of being, you know, a manager at this new job, I go to my general manager, you know what I'm saying, the guy that hired me in, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, pretty much ask him like, hey, you know, is this what we're doing? Because at the other location where you were just training us at, you know, we wasn't doing this way, you know, and I don't want us to be, you know, focused on something, you know what I'm saying, that isn't, you know, that we have to worry about, that we're not going to be using. You know what I'm saying? It is good to know. Don't get me wrong. It's good to know another way, you know, just in case.
But I don't want to put my all into it right now.
But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we should be, you know, moving on with a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, or working on what we know a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, to move on. The owner, you know, he's like, hey, I need you, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Why are you out of the group and everything like that? And he's like, you know, you need to get back to the group and everything. So after I confronted, you know, my general manager, you know, he went and got the owner and was like, you know, hey, you know, we aren't doing this at this location. You know, we doing it, you know, the way that we were getting trained. So it was kind of like, in that sense, when my general manager went and told him that, you know, he kind of felt defensive, because it was like, now he came back and was like, you know, well, you guys, this isn't how we're supposed to be doing it, you know, and everything. So now everybody's looking at me, you know, like, well, dang, Mo, you was right. You know what I'm saying? Like, after he shut me out. So I feel like he kind of got defensive, you know what I'm saying? Because that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not even going to pretty much say I was a woman. I felt like, because I was a woman, you know what I'm saying, and he was from, you know what I'm saying, a different country, because I feel like he was from Africa or something like that. He was from a different country. You know, men feel like they're superior. Again, you know what I'm saying, that a woman doesn't have any say so, you know what I'm saying, that's still big out here. You know, my man feel like a woman doesn't have any say so when, you know, what's going on, you know. So it was kind of like, he felt, you know, kind of intimidated quickly. Like, oh, no, you know, everybody's pretty much like looking up to Mo, you know. And I felt like he was like, you know, this is my business. This is my company, you know. Hey, like, she's not about to, you know what I'm saying, have me on blast like that, put me on the spot like that. Like, so after that, you know what I'm saying, and the next day I came back to the job, you know what I'm saying, the morning, it was different. You know, we were all waiting, you know, to start our training or whatever. Me and a couple of my coworkers were sitting at the table, we were chatting, and my general manager comes around like, "Hey, you guys, I got some new shirts. What's everybody's sizes? Let me know your sizes so I can get you guys new shirts."
Mm-hmm.
So everybody tells him, our sizes. He comes back to the table. He has everybody's shirts except for mine. So, like I said, I'm me being the people person. Everybody loving me. They all like, "Hey, where Mo's shirt at?" Like he like, "Oh, I'm gonna get Mo's shirt in a second." So me in my mind and me being the manager, or I'm feeling some type of. I'm like, okay, hold on, like this isn't, what I'm saying, this ain't right. Like something going on. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling a little uneasy. Mm-hmm. So another manager comes in. And then my general manager calls me to the back. He's like, "Hey, Mo, after everything that happened yesterday, we feel like this isn't going to be a good job for you." And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm kind of confused and I'm kind of puzzled. Like, what you mean? Like, this isn't going to be a good job for me? I'm like, what did I do yesterday? The only thing that I did was, felt like I was being a good manager and came in, and let you know my opinion about what was going on in the store. So why am I getting fired today? You know what I'm saying? Right. Why am I being let go? Like, I'm not understanding, like I said, that bring me back to, that owner didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? Just on the triple strength of being a woman. Cause like I said, I couldn't see it any other way. I wasn't disrespectful, I didn't stop him in the middle of his thing. Like, "Hey, we ain't supposed to be doing this." Like, I wasn't vulgar with it. I brought it to my boss, and I felt like at that moment my general manager should have stepped in for me. Like, Mo, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? She just let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I still was right. You feel me? So I feel like he should have took up for me, and like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, it was all because of my aggressiveness and how I stood, you know what I'm saying? And how I look, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, you feel me? Because it's like, oh, you want to be a man, you want to feel superior, you know what I'm saying? You're not that. Like, I'm going to show you what you really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really don't mean nothing to me and my company. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I felt, you know what I'm saying, labeled. You know what I'm saying? I felt different. You know what I'm saying, at that moment. Like, because I was confused. Like, hey.
How did that make you feel? Like, as a person? Like,
it made me feel angry. Like I said, I was angry. Like, I was very, you know what I'm saying, upset and disappointed. Like, it made me feel, real, left out, stand, offish. Like, I'm just going to get her up out of here so she doesn't, mess my company up or anything. Like, and it wasn't the case, like I said, because at the end of the day, I was still right.
And right is right, wrong is wrong. So, with that being said, this was very fun and interesting. Like, I really enjoyed this. Like I said, this is our intro to our first one. So this is our test run. So like I said, please bear with us. There will be more. Again, I'm Steph. This is Mo. I'm also known as Miss Cupcake. I got that name just off the strength that I bake and I cook. And like I said, with some of my series, I may do like little recipes or whatever that I do online, so you guys can see how I put certain things together. And it'll be simple things that, people can do at home. And it'll be stuff that you probably already got in your pantry, your refrigerator, or your freezer. Like 9 times out of 10, you ain't got to go out and do a whole shopping list in order to do some of the things I do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be featuring a lot of things. I'm going to have a various topics. From here and there, I'll probably bring people in to interview them as well. That's my platform. My platform is variety because I'm versatile. So I can't have it any other way. My platform has to be versatile. You'll see us sometimes on the road where we're talking about food. We're at a restaurant. We may even go live in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So we can give you a perspective of this restaurant. And if it's a smacking restaurant, we're going to let you know. So you could come out there and, patronize with them, show them some love. But like I said, most of our things right now are going to be, most of everything we're going to do is going to be centered around Cleveland. once we get Cleveland the positive exposure that it needs and deserves, we'll venture out to Akron, Toledo, Youngstown, New Philadelphia, Columbus, Zanesville, all that type of stuff. We want to get a little bit of everything. We want to get a variety. We want to know where all our talent is so we can put them on the platform so they can be seen and heard and discovered. You know what I'm saying? Because Cleveland is slept on. The only thing we get hype and things about is the violence that's going on and all the negativity that goes on in the city of Cleveland. It's so much more to us, and we're gonna show y'all. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like I said, each show is gonna be different. Just subscribe, like, share, so that you'll know when the next show is gonna come on. And be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff in store that we want to, do and to put Cleveland on the map. I mean, you never know. Might be a movie or two coming out. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Mo, you got anything you want to say before we log off?
Pretty much labeled it all out for me.
Okay. So with that being said, no further ado, like I said, chime in. Ask your questions, say your comments, speak your piece. And like one of the biggest questions, and we want the men to chime in and who've experienced or came in contact or whatever, however you want to say it, with a stud or even a femme. I'm gonna put it that way. And they said no, they're not interested. And the first thing that came out your mouth is all you just need a little dick. Or the other one, you ain't nothing but a dyke bitch. Why? But like I said, chime in. All respect though, please. All respect. And we'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.